Hi, my name is Kristen Mathewson, and I am the Learning Design Coach here at Connerton that supports your students and teachers with math and science. This year, your child is using the program called Zearn. You may have heard it over the years, but there is a big push for it this year because the research shows just how beneficial that this program can be in conjunction with your child's teacher's lessons. So my goal today is to help guide you on how you can support your child through their math progress. First, what is Zearn? It is a digital program that is built to ensure all students are math students. It has research-backed digital lessons that go along with the benchmarks that your students are learning in class. Zearn is also meant to deeply explore grade-level mathematics concepts and has built-in differentiated support. Here at Connerton, we use Zearn every day. Your child's math block is broken into two 30-minute chunks of time. During that whole hour, your child gets 30 minutes of daily instruction where they're with the teacher, and then 30 minutes on Zearn. The benefits of this is that the teachers have a smaller group of kids to really hone in and dig into the lessons, hear those conversations, have collaborative structures, and have those right in the moment supports when they need them. The benefit to having the Zearn lesson in addition to is just a repetition of those concepts that they are learning in class. So they're not just hearing it once and practicing it once with the teacher, they get to also hear and do that and see it in a different way when they get onto Zearn. So our goal today is to make sure that you as the parent understand what the Zearn structure kind of looks like. I'm going to explore that with you in a moment and just how you can monitor your child's progress weekly. Let's get started. So I'm clicking over and bringing up a child's view, so what your student sees when they log in to Zearn every day. Some things to note is it always populates to next up. You will see a progression across the top of the different components that they are to complete. It always starts with like a fluency, something we call either math chat or some kind of guided practice where they're teaching the lesson again. And then it always ends with what we call a tower of power. That's that independent practice of the skill that they have been learning. If, for some reason, your child struggles on the tower of power, they are always welcome to go back and re-watch the video and practice some more with that concept before returning to the tower of power to practice that skill independently. Sometimes your teachers will assign your students some lessons that are from previous learning. It might be from a grade below, just to fill in those gaps that the student might have foundationally that helps build up the skills on their grade level. You can always have your student check the math library section, and this location is where those lessons would be, but they could go in and have that extra practice. Sometimes there's not some there for depending on the lessons and the concept the teachers are teaching at that time. So how can you check? How can you help monitor? Remember, your child has 5 days a week to get lessons done. Each lesson is approximately 30 minutes long, and they get about that daily to complete some Zearn activities. Research shows that if students complete at least 3 lessons a week, the significant growth on their tests is amazing. We have really seen the impact of this with those students who are consistently week by week getting in their goal of at least 3 lessons a week. If you have your child sign into their account, there's two things that you can do to monitor. The first, right underneath their name will be a little calendar. If you were to have your child click that, it brings up a week-by-week calendar. If your child completed a lesson that day, it will be colored in as you can see. You can go back and see previous lessons and previous days. If, for example, on this particular Monday, this child did not complete a lesson, but they did make it up and complete their lesson, 3-lesson goal within the week. Here's another example of another week. They did meet their goal. Sometimes it takes a kid some extra practice and they have to go back and listen to the video again. They might need their teacher's support on that concept before they can go back and practice the Tower of Power. And that is why you might see like 2 days in a row that they didn't complete a lesson. But we just want to ensure that your kid is actually practicing, using its resources of going back to the guided lessons, asking their teacher for support, using their notes in class if they are taking those. But this is where you can watch your child's progress. Every Sunday night is when the system like resets and their goal restarts. So Monday to Sunday. Another cool thing is your students earn badges. As they complete lessons in the module, they will get a badge that shows that they completed that lesson. This kind of allows you to see a module as a whole, to know that in this mission, which is also known as the module, there are a certain amount of lessons, and you can see like how are they progressing through their lessons. This would be helpful to know before a test. As you can see, like these little badges have little pictures and they will fill in as the students complete those lessons. As always, I just want to thank you, and I hope that this brief description is helpful in helping you and your child feel more successful in completing these Zearn lessons. Feel free to reach out to your child's teacher if you have any specific questions about your student. And as always, you can always get in contact with me. My email is on the screen here as well, and I would love to be a support for you and your child. Thank you. Have a great day.